Welcome. Today's venue is Norris Basin area here in Yellowstone National Park. Now, Norris Basin area is on the figure 8 of the Grand Loop Drive. Now, these hydrothermal features here in Norris Basin in Yellowstone Park, it's the hottest area. It gets up to 200 degrees Fahrenheit in these thermal features. That's 93 degrees Celsius. And it's the oldest in the park also. These thermal features date back to around 115,000 years. And it's also the lowest point that we'll be at when we're in Yellowstone Park. Now, it's the closest to the magma below us because it's the lowest. This is the third type of hydrothermal feature here in Yellowstone Park. It's a mud pot. And here in Norris Geyser Basin, you'll find the Norris Museum. Now this building, this log building is pretty cool. Dates back to 1929, and it looks like it's from 1929. Almost 100 years old. Look at these cool logs with the knots in them.
All the way up the hill and straight, you'll see the blue brown building at the top of the parking lot.
And as you can see on all these trails here in Norris Basin, you've got boardwalk you go along. I think on the most part, those are put in place to keep people from going down and burning themselves. This is just a otherworldly place. Check it out. Very strong sulfur smell in this area. Let's get you up. So this right here is Ledge Geyser, and as you walk by, you go through a mist of pretty cold water. I expected it to be hot. Actually, right there, it was rather warm. Now, Norris Geyser Basin runs about 55 miles south of Mammoth Hot Springs. So I don't know if you just saw that, but someone lost their hat over here. No way, they should go in and get it. That's the biggest thing about this area. You'll find lots of hats down in the thermal areas. So make sure you got it tied down. Two more hats. Not sure if the sound picked that up, but it's just a constant bubbling sound of the mud. So here at Porcelain Basin, in Norris Basin, the trail, like I mentioned, it's mostly boardwalk. It's not bad. Very little incline. It's about, maybe about 1.5 mile walk around it. Easy to do for anyone. Certain parts of it is not handicap accessible, but other parts are. Now, Ledge Geyser is just constantly blowing steam, like a few people I know. Let's get you up. So we just finished Porcelain Basin here in Norris Basin Geyser area. We're gonna go down Back Basin now. Now, Back Basin is more of a wooded area hike. A little bit more shade, kind of nice, as it's getting pretty warm out right now. Probably running about 74 degrees around noontime. Let's get you up. So as you go along Back Basin, there's rest stops, benches along the way as you go, so you can stop and rest. It's not bad anyway though. That's Monarch Geyser, and as you walk through these geysers and these mud pots, you can just feel the heat coming off. Yeah, you can see how blue the waters are. It's actually a milky blue. So right over here, this is Pork Chop Geyser. Now you can't really see it. There's no geysering going on. So I guess there's no pork chop for dinner tonight. Pork Chop Geyser in 1989, it blew, and it blew rocks 200 feet in the air. Green Dragon Spring is just bubbling. Bubble, bubble, bubble. Let's definitely get up. Let's definitely get up. Yeah, you see all the dead trees over here. Parts of this area can just be so barren, but it's pretty cool to see. Now this is Steamboat Geyser. It's an active geyser that shoots up 300 feet into the air. Now, unlike Old Faithful, which is predictable, Steamboat Geyser is not. Since 2018, it's only erupted 10 times. So if you're here when it actually erupts, you best go buy a lottery ticket. So I had a correction there, talking to the park ranger. It's not that the Steamboat Geyser has erupted 10 times since 2018. It's that it's erupted about 10 times a year since then. So it's on a schedule of about every 2 months. Still, even with that, if it goes off while you're here, buy a lottery ticket. So you see that? Last eruption, May 30th. It's currently mid-June. So we got another month and a half. I don't think I'm gonna wait around that long for it. Let's giddy up. So another cool log cabin here. This is actually the bookstore. So this is your Barnes & Noble of Yellowstone Park.